Warning, do not, I repeat, do not eat anything when you are watching this movie. I'm surprised that I was able to even have a beverage, and I barely even drunk my beverage when watching this movie, and that is The Platform, which was released overseas. It's a Spanish film, and it was released overseas last year, and was released in the U.S. this year on Netflix, which is why I am reviewing it. And it was a few people that was talking about it. I was hearing mixed reviews on it, and a lot of people saying, you should watch it. And I had wanted to check it out, since when I read about it, it's like a thriller movie, and I'm a fan of thrillers, so I wanted to go check it out. And since it's also on Netflix too as well, and since we got this whole lockdown thing going on still, and movies, Netflix movies is something that to also review as well. And I will say this, I haven't seen too many Netflix movies, but this one I'll have to say is probably the least interesting one on Netflix. I can't even say that this is one of the best movies of 2020. It is definitely on. I would definitely have to put it on the bad list of movies for 2020. And I'm happy that something like this was released on Netflix. Because like if I would have saw something like this in a movie theater, then I kind of would have been disappointed. Because overall, it was kind of entertaining. Had a little bit of gore in it. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this, also has some action in it too as well. And I did like the action scenes. I really did like the action scenes. That was probably the best part about it. But this movie is about a tower-style prison. Has over 300 something floors, and the reason why it's called The Platform is because that they feed these inmates buffet style, and the food is on this platform. And what's even more like fucked up about this movie is that with all these floors, the lower the floor you're on, the less of the food you have a chance of eating. So if you're like on the 5th floor, some of that food is handpicked, and some people done ate off of it. But the food is still kind of fresh, and you may get lucky and eat something that nobody hasn't ate. But say if you're on the 100th floor, you're getting all the leftovers as scraps. Ugh. Yes, did not have an appetite at all while watching this. Seriously, I didn't. But the main character in the movie, he is a prisoner, of course, in the movie. And throughout the movie, while you're in this prison, the inmates, they get you're transferred through a floor. You're transferred on a different floor throughout your stay at the prison. So like one day, so like 1 minute you could be on the 100th floor, then the next minute you could be on like the 30th floor or something like that. And and then the inmates, they're some inmates. It seems like that some inmates are. I'm not going to even spoil it. No, because I feel like that's getting way too deep into it. But the movie is something that I do think, if you're a fan of thrillers, and if you're a fan of gory stuff, then you may like it. But the movie just wasn't that appealing to me. I'm not gonna lie. It was some stuff that was boring, and then it was also some stuff that was a little bit interesting. But overall, yes, I am happy that I did see this movie on the TV and on Netflix, and and not in the theaters, because I ain't gonna say that like that. I probably would have fell asleep, but I would have been kind of disappointed. And it's one of those movies that you really have to watch in order to get the hang of it. But still, it just wasn't quite there. And the platform is something that it was. I will say that it was a creative storyline. Like, whoever had thought of this movie, it was very creative. But I just, it just wasn't a thriller that I had really enjoyed. And if you do have Netflix, then if you ain't got nothing else to do, I mean, we ain't really got much to do because we're all on this lockdown still. At least, I mean, yeah, well, most states are, yes, still in this lockdown. But if you have Netflix and if you're a fan of the thriller and if you're a fan of the gory shit, and if you ain't got nothing else better to do, and if you're just chilling, then check it out. I mean, if you're going to eat while watching this movie, I commend you for that. You got a strong stomach, because I just couldn't for some reason. Yeah. And for the platform's grade, I give it a C plus. Out of 5 stars, I give it 2 out of 5 stars. And until then, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up, signing off.